I want to focus in this hour on the student driving simulator. We've got Blake in the driver's seat here, and I was just doing this myself, and I said, you know what, I'm going to let Blake do the demonstration because this is actually a lot. For me, this was harder than real-world driving, and I think there's a lot of factors at play with that, Duncan Connor. But tell us kind of the value of this student driving simulator.
Well, yeah, so that's one of the things is that you just hit on is you don't want to be a distracted driver, right? So yeah, of course, doing multiple things while you're driving is very complex. We also know that Florida is known for having quite a few accidents. But one of the things that really kind of makes this very realistic and sometimes very challenging is you don't have that inertial feeling of moving back and forward.
Right.
But that's also what keeps you from going to the doctor and getting to the auto repair shop because you dented the family minivan. So one of those things, as you can see, we got a wrong side driver right there. It's very realistic.
And we're in an accident.
We're in an accident right there.
How do we reset?
So there's ways you can reset. Blake can just back out and continue the simulation. But this is one of the ways that you can practice all these things, and you can turn off that type of stuff. You can actually remove all of the traffic if you wanted to. It's really just to get somebody comfortable in a comfortable situation where if a parent needed to, they could take control, or they can see what their actual teenager is doing when they're driving, when they're applying the brakes, when they're accelerating, when they're driving, turning left, right, making sure they're looking and stuff like that.
See, when I was doing this, I was playing like it was Grand Theft Auto, just hitting people, hitting cars, hitting buildings, and just watching to see what happens. That's probably not the way you want to do this.
No, not at all.
Some real-world applications of this, you said this can be a component of driver's ed, maybe before a student ever gets behind the wheel of a real car.
Absolutely. This could be a huge component for high schools and driver's ed and stuff like that, because this is basically no bigger than a teacher AV cart. You can wheel this in, plug it in, and hours of training and stuff on here. I know most high schools in the United States, they have vehicles, insurance, tires, cost, all that maintenance can be replaced. A lot of the driver time can be used on this in a safe, secure environment.
Very quickly, can we talk about the kind of toggles that you can do to change the setting and the amount of traffic and the weather and all those things?
So basically everything here you can change, as Malachi's showing right here, you can change the traffic conditions, you can change the pedestrians, you can change the time of day, you can change the weather, you can adjust the how heavy the steering wheel is, you can even do a manual or a paddle shift or an automatic. As you can see, we just went to nighttime. All right.
You need some lights on, my brother in Christ. Yeah, it is amazing though, all of the customizable ways that you can change this. Whatever it is that your student driver needs to focus in on or wants to hone in on, you can change and adjust for those settings. So really fascinating and informative, and I feel like I'm not as good of a driver as maybe I thought I was. Duncan Connor, we thank you. And how do we find you if we want to connect?
So if you want to find us, it's academysim.com. We do have specialized booking sessions for the teen driving simulator or student driving simulator. You can add coaching to that as well, or if you're a parent, you can bring your teen in. Our tech will set you up, and then you can show your teen whatever you'd like.
Really good idea to make those first driving mistakes, Laura Moody, here than in the real world on the real road where there are real costs and consequences.
And you know what, Matt? I always trust the ones that say they're not a good driver. It's the ones who are like, I'm a great driver, that you really got to worry about.
That's true. It's better to be humble on the road than overly confident. I agree.
It's a good rule to live by in general, Maddie. All right, thank you.